What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So, today we're going to take a look at the CPI score. So, the CPI score for April, remember, we have a month delay. So, this month in May, we're going to get that information in June. But I want to show you some of the numbers from April when it comes to grocery prices because we have actually good news when it comes to inflation. Inflation actually went down. And so we'll have to see what happens in May. I was thinking that inflation was going to rise a little bit higher in April, but that's not what we saw. We saw overall 2.3%. So that's not too bad. But when we look at groceries, we're seeing kind of a mixed bag. So we're going to take a look at that in this video. And then at the very end of this video, I'm going to show you this headline of an article about Walmart. And this is not good news in the future. So we're going to talk about that in this video as well. But first off, you guys can do me a favor. Please like the video. And if you're watching this video and you want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. Okay, so let's go right over to our illustration here. And I'm showing you guys the same illustration that I show you every month, but I just update the numbers. And so if we're looking at food, all food items. So all food items, when it comes to inflation, we're looking at 2.8% year over year. Now, what that 2.8% year over year means is last year, groceries were 2.8% less than what they are today. Now, when we're looking at month over month, it's minus 0.1, which is good. That means that the prices have gone down from last month. So that's good news. Now, when we go back, and I'll just briefly show you this, the grayed out area here, this is from the month prior to. So this would be 3% and then 0.4% month over month. And this will just give you an idea of what we were looking at last month. Okay, food at home. So food at home, this is when you go to the grocery store, you buy food, that's food at home. Okay, so food at home, year over year, we're talking about 2% increase. And then month over month, we're looking at minus 0.4%, which means prices went down from March to April, which is good news. All right, let's take a look at cereal products. We're looking at a flat line there, so there is no change year over year. And then we're looking at month over month, minus 0.5%, which is good. That means that prices went down from March to April when it comes to cereal and bakery products. Now let's take a look at meat, poultry, fish, and eggs. And we're looking at 7% year over year. So that means that last year, buying meats, poultry, and eggs, and we know eggs is a big part of this increase here, it's 7% more now than it was last year. Looking at month over month, we're looking at minus 1.6%, which means prices have gone down when it comes to this category from March to April, which is good. Now looking at dairy and related products, we have 1.6% increase year over year, and month over month is minus 0.2% increase. Looking at fruits and vegetables, we're looking at minus 0.9% year over year. So fruits and vegetables are actually less expensive now than they were last year, which is great. And then month over month, we're looking at minus 0.4%. Looking at non-alcoholic beverages and beverage materials, we're looking at a 3.2% increase year over year and a 0.7% increase month over month. And then other food at home, we're looking at 0.7% increase year over year, and then a minus 0.1% month over month. And then the last category here, food away from home. Food away from home, 3.9% increase year over year, and then month over month, 0.4% increase. Now, when we're talking about food away from home, that's fast food or just restaurants in general. So when you go out to eat, and I can attest to this, and I've talked about this several times. I just got back from Colombia, and I go to my favorite restaurant, fast food restaurant, to get some food. And just over 2.5 months, I've seen an increase in price. And I know because I usually get the same thing, so I know what that price is, and it's gone up a little bit. It went up about 50 cents. And so we're still continuing to see prices rise, especially when it comes to fast food. And about 8 months ago, if you guys remember, we saw some fast food restaurants, actually, they had value meals and different things like that because they were trying to bring back customers because customers got to the point where they're like, look, I'm not buying fast food anymore. It's just not worth it. And when you start thinking about it, some restaurants, you can go and sit down in a restaurant and it's cheaper than going to a fast food restaurant. And so some of these fast food restaurants realize that, and that's why they have these value meals and all that. But it's very interesting to see when it comes to food at home, it's pretty much staying about the same. But I would anticipate in the future, if people just boycott going to fast food restaurants, they're going to have to drop their prices even lower. Okay, so I want to go ahead and show you guys this headline from this article from CNBC. And it says, Walmart CFO says price hikes from tariffs could start later this month. Okay, so they're talking about the month of May, later this month, as retailer beats on earnings. So they're just talking about earnings report. Walmart is doing pretty good, but they have said that, or at least the CFO is saying, look, we're going to have price hikes. So just be prepared for that.
John David, I think it's important to start with that discussion on tariffs. Walmart's foundation is everyday low prices, but because of tariffs, maybe not so low today, not as low as they were yesterday, and perhaps we're looking at higher prices to come. What's Walmart's strategy?
Well, good morning, Courtney. It's good to speak with you. I want to start with, we had a good quarter in what is an otherwise pretty unpredictable and dynamic environment right now. Our goal, though, we're wired to keep prices low for customers. But the level of tariffs that have been proposed is pretty challenging for all retailers, for suppliers, and certainly our concern is that consumers are going to feel some of that. So we're going to keep prices as low as we can for as long as we can for our customers and members.
And so I'm telling all of you guys out there, if you guys shop at Walmart, which there are a lot of people that shop at Walmart, Walmart is the largest grocery chain in the world. So people get their groceries there. So if you get your groceries at Walmart, just be prepared that those prices are probably going to go up. And since Walmart is the leader when it comes to in grocery chains and prices, people, other supermarkets are watching Walmart. And so if their prices go up, then guess what? You're going to see across the board these other grocery chains raising their prices as well. And so this is not good. It's not good news, but just be prepared. Just be aware of the situation. And Walmart is talking about later this month. And so you still have some time to get out there and stock up on some of these items. And maybe you can weather that storm because they are bringing, when it comes to tariffs, there are some deals being made. So we'll have to see. Overall, I think the prices are still going to increase because we have tariffs still across the board, 10% for pretty much every country. And then certain countries have a little bit higher tariffs. So we are going to see an increase, but a 10% increase is much better than seeing a 100% increase or more. So we'll just have to see where that goes. But I just wanted to give you guys an update. Every month, we're going to do an update when it comes to the CPI. And we'll be watching that very, very closely. And so if you guys have any questions, any comments, any concerns, make sure you put it in the comment section below. You can also send me an email, david@thetecshow.com. Like the video if you like it, subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye. So that's all we have for this video. Make sure if you guys want to send me an email, you can do that, david@thetecshow.com. Like the video, subscribe for more, and check out these videos over here for some more great content. Talk to you later. Bye.